So Mick, another commercial update. How was your Christmas, firstly?
Listen, my Christmas was good. Very, very strange for me as an individual. I think this is the first Christmas where I've been on my own, obviously, personal things and going through separations and things like that. So it's the first time that I was on my own, but I had a great day Christmas Day. I went to our front of shirt sponsors. I was there with Boz and with Lindsay, and I had a fantastic time. It was great to spend it with like you said, a lot of our sponsors now. They're not just sponsors, they're friends, and we spend a lot of time together away from the club and socialising and doing different things. And Boz and Lindsay are a prime example of that. The people that I've become very fond of and love to bits, and it was great that I could spend Christmas Day with them.
And so we're at the end of 2021. How would you summarise or evaluate the commercial side of the club this year?
Well, I don't think it's just about the commercial side. I think it's about the football club as a whole. I think we came here in May. I came here in May. I look at the changes that have been at this football club since I walked through those gates at the top. I remember the first time we did an interview. I think the club is unrecognisable. I think in terms of what we do as a football club commercially, food and beverage, but also I think the team and listen, fans don't want to know that we're doing well commercially. They don't want to know that we're opening fan zones. They don't want. Listen, it comes down to results on the pitch. But I take the view. I think we've done okay. I'm not going to sit here and say, listen, I think we've been absolutely brilliant, and it's been this and it's been that. But there's been some wonderful memories created on the football pitch this year, this season for me. As the year comes to an end, we sit in 12th with 12 points off the top of the league. We're 8 points off the playoffs. We've still got one of the lowest budgets in the league. Let's not forget that. And I think that we've done really, really well. Thank goodness that we finished the year on a bit of an eye there, because listen, off the pitch we're flying. But like I said, fans don't really want to know about it, but we're flying. We've got more commercial partners than this football club's ever had. We're doing stuff, we're working on lots of exciting plans for this following 2022 and next season. And, I think one way I could judge it is that you look at the lounge is a sellout every week. Sold out against Dover, sold out every single week. And there's a real great orb and activity in there, and everyone's enjoying it. It's not just about the football, but that's what's the important thing. Listen, fans don't want to know that we're going to open some new point of sales, which we will be doing. I think for Aldershot, there's new points of sales open. Simon's doing a fantastic job in food and beverage. What we've done and how we've transformed it. Remember, this is, people forget this is the first season for this football club where we've done all our own catering in house. It's the first time we've been professional. So with the football side and with things like, we're catching up to teams that have been professional and been doing their own hospitality and their own catering in house for years, just the same as on the pitch. It takes time. We've got to improve, and we've got to build, and we've got to put the right team together. And it's difficult, but don't forget, all our staff that we've brought in on a match day. We've got, I think, 38 members of staff on match days now, which is a big operation. People are off sick, people test positive for COVID, people are but the show must always go on. So I think we've done remarkable. I really do. I think we've done remarkable off the pitch. I think on the pitch we're doing good. I absolutely adore Alan and Ian and Martin and Matty Winter. Them guys and Clarkey and Jules as well. I think they're good, and I think that in time, this is a 3-year project. I think off the field and on the field, I want to be judged in 3 years' time, and I've got every faith in my ability. I've got every faith in everyone's ability around us. I think we're going to be a pretty good football club in 3 years' time, for 2.5 years now.
And yeah, you mentioned sort of memories this year. What are some of your personal favourite memories on the pitch this year from the team?
Well, listen, I think Torquay straight away, bang, 4-0 against the playoff finalists. Was it a fluke? Most definitely not. We go to Notts County, we become the first team in National League history to put 4 past them. But for me, the one game that really sticks out for me is, I think probably Chesterfield spent more on players than what our budget is, just in transfer fees. and for us to beat them here in front of our own fans 3-1 is colossal. I think, with those. I think that those performances got quickly forgotten, or maybe because of those performances, we were a little bit thingy of our own, building expectations, and people expected it. You're not going to get that week in, week out. If we could play like that week in, week out, these players won't be here. They'll be in League One, Championship, League Two. There's a reason why. But we've got a great set of lads who will just run for the cause, and Dowsey's brilliant, Dyer and Martin, and I think they have created some wonderful memories. Again, a memory on Boxing Day. 86 minutes I sank down in my seat. I swear to God, I've never felt so sick in my entire life at a football match. My heart was in my mouth. I thought, oh no, here we go again. The abuse is going to start. The turmoil, everyone's going to be piling on. Oh, it's just going to ruin Christmas. And Tav gets fouled in the area. Up steps Max. Of course, he's off German. He's got that German steel mentality with penalties, and he put it away. And thank you, Mr. Kretschmar, for saving Christmas.
And on to next year, so 2022. How big of a year is that for you and then commercially?
It's massively so. I think, year one, when you go to any football club, and I've been there a few, year one is always going to be the most difficult. I think, personally, what we've achieved so far, we're way ahead of what I expected us to have done. So I don't want to get too carried away. I'm not after people patting me on the back or any of that, but we're way ahead of where we should be in terms of the 3-year plan right now, in terms of commercial. We're streets ahead. And that really excites me, because in year two, we're looking after people, we're treating people right. A lot of these people will renew, and then we go again, so the time can be spent bringing in more. And we just keep growing. We're transforming it. The commercial thing here, we've made it professional. Every single one of our sponsors will be given a report at the end of the season showing where they were mentioned, what they did, what the numbers was like, given demographics, showing what we did for them. And all of that, that kind of reporting takes it to another level. I'm really excited about working with you guys on the commercial brochure for the 2022-23 season, which again, it's super exciting. I've got loads and loads of ideas. We've only scratched the surface really, and there's so much more that we can do. But I think, if I was to say the biggest thing for me, I'm just so thankful of how so many sponsors, so many businesses have bought into what we're trying to do here and get it. And that's why, the sponsors have never, even with the performances, the sponsors are fully behind us, fully behind every one of us here, because they understand, and maybe they get to speak and they get told, fed information more than the fans do. Because we sit down and we say, about the 3-year plan, this is what we're trying to do. And I feel like we're doing that, and the sponsors are very, very happy. I think we're getting results for them, and it just bodes well for the future. It really does.
And just finally, looking ahead to Sunday, we're going to start off 2022 with a win.
Listen, it's a game of football. You never can, listen. I've got to be careful what I say. Listen, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I don't want to upset anybody. I don't hate anybody. Listen, I don't hate Aldershot. I don't hate anybody. My heart he's just full of love for people and for things like that. But yeah, listen, there are rivals, and listen, I play the game, and listen, of course, I want us to beat our rivals. But you know what? I want to beat everybody, and I hope I never change. Listen, I don't mind opening up and telling you guys and telling people that the day before, Boxing Day, they get Christmas Day night. I woke up Boxing Day morning at 2:30 in the morning. I couldn't get back to sleep. I don't know if it a combination of excitement, nerves. I think the run we were on, and listen, the abuse and the negativity really, affects me as a person. It drags me down, because Alan Dowson, I think the world of him. And listen, I'm here. One of the reasons why I'm here is because of Dows. He's made no mistake about that. Meeting him when I came here, he's one of the big things that sold this club to me. And he's been probably my biggest ally since I came here, so the biggest supporter of me. And you know, we see each other socially and things like that as well. And yeah, so you know, I think then, and again before Dover, I was worried about Dover. I was. I can say now, because I think everybody was just saying like, we'll turn up and we'll beat Dover. And I'm looking at the results. 1-1 at Yeovil, 1-0 off Wrexham, 1-0 off Bromley, 2-0 they got beat off Dagenham and Redbridge, which by the way I thought were brilliant when we played them, and they got beat 2-1 off Kings Lynn. And I'm looking at that set of results and I'm thinking, hang on a minute, we're not going to steamroll these, you know, it's going to be a fight. And it shouldn't have been. We should have won 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, whatever. How good was Innie Effiong, you know, against Dover? You know, again, he played for the club, didn't he? You know, and it's that old player coming back to haunt the previous club. But I thought we was really, really good, especially going forward. Listen, I think Dowson and Dyer, they've got stuff to work on at the back, but that's not my concern, thankfully. You know, my concern is just to support the team, get behind everybody. And I've been fully behind everybody all the way through this. I'm a believer, and I know I have every faith that this football club is on an upward trajectory. You know, people say, has the team improved from last year? I think it has. What did the team get? 33 points in the whole season last year? We're on 28 points now in 21 games, aren't we? So how can you not have improved that? You know, listen, let's just look at the facts. You know, it's all right people getting upset when we lose a game of football, but you know, we've definitely improved. We've improved on the pitch, and we've definitely improved off the pitch. We've improved off the pitch tremendously. You know, I think it's there for everybody to see. But we're not the finished article, and there's room for improvement, room for more points of sales, room for, you know, I would love us to eventually get a solid footing here and start building this football club, start building up, start having new stands, start doing loads of stuff. No, you know, the fan zone's only the start of it. You know, let's start looking at what we do in non-football events, because the football club, listen, we can't survive on football alone. Anyone who thinks it can are bonkers. You know, you've got to have other income streams. But you know, I think that if you look at where we were when we came in May, and look at where we're finishing this calendar year, I think we've done pretty well. I think, you know, they say no, self-praise is no praise, but listen, I'm quite proud of what we've achieved, and I think it's there for everybody to see.
Well, brilliant. Thank you for talking to us, and I hope you have a good 2022.
Listen, I will do. Listen, and you guys deserve huge credit as well. I'm not just saying it because you're pointing the camera at me and you might have a button on there that squirts me with water or something. But listen, I think the media as well is part of it, and all of that is improving. I think we've got plans, as we speak about, of improving it even more. You know, we've got new series coming all the time. You know, lots of things. And listen, next time when you come here against Aldershot, don't forget we've got our own beer. You know, we've got the Mourners Bitter and the Cardinals Gold. Listen, raise a glass to the Cards, and let's hope that we emerge from Derby Day victorious. 4 points off Aldershot over Christmas and battering Dover, you know, will do me.
Perfect. Cheers.
Thank you.